Summer Game Fest and E3 is 1 week away, so I'm going to list every event in order, what time you can watch it, etc. And yeah, let's just go through them. Well, first off, before we actually get to Summer Game Fest and E3, on June 10th, we've got Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade releasing on PS5. Also on June 10th, you have Chicory, A Colourful Tale, which looks absolutely stunning. This is by the same devs who made Wondersong, so I'm really looking forward to seeing this colourful world. And then the day after, on June 11th, we've got Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart releasing on the PS5, and Game Builder Garage by Nintendo releasing on the Switch. So yeah, I guess these games are sort of Sony's contribution to this, because they are not showing up, or at least not in the conventional sense. It opens up on June 10th with Summer Game Fest. This is at 11 AM Pacific, 2 PM Eastern, 7 PM UK, and 4 AM Australian Eastern Time. I'm going by these 4 times if your time zone is not in there. Hopefully you know roughly what yours is and can work out the gaps. Oh, by the way, all the Australian times are the day after, if that wasn't clear. Australia is ahead of the rest of the world, so yeah, that's the day after. Also, I'm very sorry, you have to stay up or wake up very early for these. This is the Summer Game Fest opening event, which is 2 hours long, contains multiple reveals and 12 world premieres. Now, Sony don't really do E3, and they haven't for a little while, but they are working with Summer Game Fest, so there is a very good chance that we could see some Sony stuff show up in this event. No guarantees, of course, but you never know. Then June 11th, 12 PM Pacific, 3 PM Eastern, 8 PM UK, and 5 AM Australian Eastern, is Koch Primetime. Koch Media, I know the word, it's K-O-C-H, but yep. They do PR stuff for a lot of people. Including Atlas. They're doing some kind of event. It might just be one game, it might be a bunch of stuff, I don't know, but it might be worth checking out. I don't know, you can watch it live or you can at least look out for it after it's happening. As I say, I do not know what it's going to be, it might not be anything substantial, but hey, I've listed it anyway. June 12th, 10 AM Pacific, 1 PM Eastern, 6 PM UK, 3 AM Australian Eastern. I believe this is the time for a Gearbox event. It has not been confirmed what time it is, but E3 did list this time on this day, and the Ubisoft event is a different time, so I'm going to assume this might be the time as the Gearbox event happens, who knows. But there is a Gearbox event, on the very least, on June 12th. Also on June 12th, as I just mentioned, 12 PM Pacific, 3 PM Eastern, 8 PM UK, and 5 AM Australian Eastern is the Ubisoft Forward event. Apparently they've got a lot of big reveals, so hopefully it'll be good, as long as you don't mind supporting their questionable practices. Anyway, June 13th, 10 AM Pacific, 1 PM Eastern, 6 PM UK, and 3 AM Australian Eastern is the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase. We don't know how long this is going to be, but this should be a massive event. Microsoft bought Bethesda, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this affects things. We do not know yet. Also on June 13th, 12:15 PM Pacific, 3:15 PM Eastern, 8:15 PM UK, and 5:15 AM Australian Eastern is the Square Enix Presents Showcase. This is a 40-minute showcase with a world premiere from Eidos Montreal, who make the Deus Ex games and the Tomb Raider games, so that should be interesting. It might be one of those, or it might be a brand new thing entirely. Either way, looking forward to it. They've also announced that they are showing off Babylon's Fall. Finally, I've been looking forward to seeing more of that for a while. That's being worked on by Platinum Games. You know, Platinum Games, Bayonetta, Nier Automata, Scale Better. Wait, no, not that one. So yeah, good stuff. Looking forward to seeing more of that. It looks awesome, the small amount we saw 2-3 years ago now? They're also showing off Life is Strange, True Colors, Marvel's Avengers, and probably some more, so yeah, looking forward to seeing what they've got on offer. And then, June 13th is not over. 4 PM Pacific, 7 PM Eastern, 12 AM UK, so this is now technically June 14th in the UK, and 9 AM Australian Eastern is the PC Gaming Show plus Gamesradar Future Games Show. This features 150 minutes of new announcements. We do not know what this is going to be. It's going to be a mixture of AAA and indie, I suspect. But yeah, should be very cool. I like what Gamesradar does. I like the PC Gaming Show. Should be fairly entertaining. It's a long showcase. It's also at midnight for me, so On June 14th, info from Take-Two Interactive, Mythical Games, Freedom Games, Razer, and Capcom will take place throughout the day. However, times are currently unknown, so I'm sure things will be announced beforehand, but keep an eye out. June 15th, 9 AM Pacific, 12 PM Eastern, 5 PM UK, and 2 AM Australian Eastern is the Nintendo Direct. 40 minutes of reveals focusing on software, most of which will release in 2021. So yeah, very exciting. I'm sure we'll get a new Smash character, Probably something to do with Zelda for the 35th anniversary. I would hope something to do with Metroid and Donkey Kong, because they've also got massive anniversaries. I suspect maybe Bayonetta, No More Heroes, as that's releasing this year. So yeah, a bunch of stuff, it's very exciting, and I'm sure a couple more surprises in store. Either way, it's wonderful to see Nintendo at E3, it's always good to see a new Nintendo Direct, so I'm looking forward to this one. And then finally, June 16th, 10 AM Pacific, 1 PM Eastern, 6 PM UK, and 3 AM Australian Eastern, Steam Next Fest. This is not a show, but hundreds of Steam demos are releasing for everyone to try out on Steam at once, for I think a week they're staying. Maybe it's a little longer, I'm unsure. But yeah, the games that are having demos are currently unknown, but it will be featured on the main page, and this is really great. It's a wonderful opportunity to play games for AAA titles and indies alike. I really love supporting indies, and I'm looking forward to playing a bunch of demos for them, which is just, yeah, it's just wonderful. But yeah, there you have it. I'm sure more trailers and stuff are going to be released and revealed outside of these events by independent companies, particularly indies. I'm sure will release stuff. It's also a possibility of another event being revealed before this all begins, but at this point we do not know. But yeah, I am very excited to see what E3 brings, as well as Summer Game Fest. Summer Game Fest is a really great side piece which continues on throughout the next 3 months. So yeah, we're going to get a ton of stuff, and that's always wonderful. And in terms of games releasing just after E3, the 2 big ones for me personally are Mario Golf Super Rush and Scarlet's Nexus. They both release on June 25th. So yeah, pretty exciting. There's a lot happening, but yeah, I think it's going to be a wonderful time. I'm personally really excited to see what gets announced and to play the games that are releasing around this time. Yeah, like I love E3 and Gamescom and Summer Game Fest and Tokyo Game Show and Game Awards and all that stuff. Like, this is like Christmas for me. I love finding out about new games. For me, like, even if the game ends up being disappointing, the hype makes me happy, for me personally, and you know, that's just cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. Let me know in the comments what you are most excited to see, what you hope will get announced during these events, and yeah, I will thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope that this has been helpful. If it has, I'd appreciate it if you left a like, subscribe, share the video around. I also have a Twitch, a Twitter, and a Patreon if you'd like to support me and the channel. Oh, and I have a TikTok now, where I'm posting like little highlights and stuff. Yeah, I will be reacting to pretty much all of these, and I'm going to be covering a bunch of the new games that are coming out. So yeah, it's very exciting. Here we are getting full steam ahead into the releases of the year, and yeah, it's very, very, very exciting. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.